Right. Mrs. Black, why are you here in Stockholm?
Well, I'm a member of the United States delegation to the United Nations Conference on the Human Environment, and this is my third year in this work, so I'm glad that I am here. Incidentally, I'm the only woman on the U.S. delegation, so I'm more than honored to help represent the women in my country.
What part of the environment concerns you most?
Well, my particular work has been in education, public information, this area. I feel that all countries should have more education on the environment, and I think perhaps it might even start in primary grades of school, so that young children learn right at the beginning what to do with paper, not to throw it on the street, what to do with it, how to put it in the waste bin, and how to preserve our environment better. Maybe not buy so many electrical gadgets that have to be plugged in and use up the fuel. Many things.
Do you think that the United Nations is the place, in fact, to be deciding this sort of thing?
Yes, I do. I think it's probably the most important area that the United Nations has ever taken on, and I'm particularly pleased that this is a conference of world governments, because it's the first one in history to have developing countries and developed countries working together on a common problem of all of us.
If you take all the things that are going wrong on our planet at the moment, which one would you put top of the list as easiest to deal with?
Well, I hope, and this depends on this conference pretty much, I hope that there will be an international agreement, convention or treaty on an international monitoring system of the air, an international monitoring system of the oceans. I think I'd have to put air and water at the very top of in importance.
Now, some of the backward countries fear that they are going to be obliged to halt economic growth and industrialization at a time when they desperately need it. Do you think that there is going to be a rule for the well-off and another rule for the less well-off, or will one blanket decision sort of cover the lot?
Well, I would hope that the developing countries will look at a country like mine, which is very industrialized, and I hope that they will learn from many of the mistakes that we've made, because to me, proper environment in all of its aspects is merely a problem of rational management.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Excellent. Right. Mrs. Black. Mrs. Black, why are you here? Mrs. Black, why are you here? Which part of the environment concerns you most? Of all the things that are going wrong on our planet at the moment, which we think we could perhaps prevent, which one would you like to start on? Do you think that the United Nations Conference is the right place for these sorts of decisions to be taken? Cut. I think that's enough, actually, because